What's up, YouTube? I'm going to talk about Naruto, difference between Naruto and Sasuke's strength today. Being, that recently in the manga they've been kind of, talking about Sasuke and Naruto's fight and how the character said Naruto is stronger. And we've actually seen it a lot. Zetsu's acknowledged that Naruto is stronger back right before Sasuke into the meeting of the Kages, which really isn't that long ago. And then all the villagers acknowledge it, and what I'm a little puzzled about is that Naruto thinks that Sasuke is stronger. And now that Sasuke's got EMS, it really doesn't add up that he'd be stronger. Even though Naruto doesn't know he has EMS, I would think that he'd be more even with him, since everybody was saying that Sasuke was actually weaker than Naruto before. I'm disappointed about the Naruto spoiler and how Naruto is actually supposed to get the Nine-Tail Key, but he's supposed to meet Killer B probably because the fortune frog told him that he's gonna meet an octopus, and he told him that he's gonna meet a young man. He's gonna meet a young man with eyes. Excuse me. He's gonna meet a young man with eyes. And the thing is with that, I don't like YouTube, is that if he meets Killer B, I mean, that means he's probably gonna end up learning how to control the Nine Tails. Now I know a lot of you guys are like, that's excellent. Why wouldn't you want him to control the Nine Tails? Because he's been using the Nine Tails so much. The whole series. I mean, I love the fights Naruto has without the Nine Tails. It's just, I like to see Naruto fight with his own power. And with Sage Mode, that was like using his own power. It was his own jutsu to use. And if he uses the Nine Tails, he's just using the Nine Tails power. I mean, yeah, he'll have control over it. I'll say that. He'll at least have control over it, but even then, it's not his power. Sage Mode, to an extent, somebody could say it's not his power, but it kind of is because he had to master it. And you might have to master the Nine Tails power, but the Nine Tails is still the one who provides the power, and that's the problem. If he got perfect control over the Nine Tails power, I mean, it would probably be overkill on Sasuke. A lot of you might say, "Oh, he has EMS," but EMS, I'm pretty sure, even though it's going to be a lot stronger, it's probably not going to make Sasuke that much stronger. And if it does, that really doesn't make any sense. That it would make him twice as strong as he was before. I mean, if he was already like Kage level before, I mean, what is he, like a super Kage now? I'm like, if he would be like, they're already like, Naruto and Sasuke both are probably like stronger than the fourth Hokage now. That wouldn't make any sense. The whole story would just be out of whack. Even then, if Naruto does learn how to control the Nine Tails power, couldn't Sasuke just suppress it like he did last time? I mean, I'd hope he would, actually, to be honest. Hope he'll suppress it. Because, I mean, I really, really, really would love to see a fight where Naruto just fights Sasuke with his own power, no Demon Fox power, just Sage Mode. Kind of like the last one. I mean, I don't mind seeing any surprises or whatever. I mean, if he uses the Demon Fox for like 2 seconds, I mean, okay, I won't really mind then. But if it's a thing where he turns on the Sage Mode and Demon Fox Chakra and has the cloak on plus that, and Sasuke just puts on EMS, I mean, like, well, dang, Sasuke just has to use his EMS jutsus and he can hang with the Nine-Tailed Fox, something the fourth Hokage couldn't stop, along with the Sage Mode Naruto, which Pain couldn't stop. I mean, Sasuke couldn't get that much stronger. I mean, he was weaker than Pain right before he got EMS. So if he's weaker than Pain right before he got EMS couldn't increase his strength that much. I mean, I could see it making him a lot stronger, maybe making him as strong as Pain was, or maybe on an even level. That's why I say he might be on an even level with Naruto with EMS. But to be stronger, it really doesn't add up. Susanoo couldn't be stronger than Sage Naruto. I mean, the Jutsu Susanoo is just like, it has too many weaknesses, so I don't see how Sasuke using Susanoo could really beat Naruto. EMS Jutsu will put him on equal footing with him, but I really don't think that Sasuke is really gonna be that much stronger than Naruto. I mean, for him to have to do that, it's just, I don't know, Kishimoto's messing up. I'm not gonna really say he's messing up, but I'm kind of not liking what he's doing with the story in that way. But still one of my favorite animes. If you think about it, really, really think about it, folks, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will agree with me after this. Naruto and Sasuke are pretty much even. I mean, Sasuke's got Chidori, and he has the variations of Chidori. Naruto has Rasengan, but there are Rasengan variations. So it's not like Sasuke has that many more jutsus as most people say. Oh, Sasuke has a bunch more jutsus than Naruto. He has more of a variety. No, Sasuke doesn't really have more of a variety if you really think about it. It's just that his jutsus his Chidori can take a different shape in every battle that he usually is in. Like he can have Chidori sword or Chidori sharp spear, or he can do Chidori senbon or just the average Chidori. Or what I think is probably a Chidori variation, which it varies. Sometimes people say it is, sometimes people say it's not. Kirin, because he used Chidori to link with the lightning in the air. And that's how he sent it down, so I consider that a Chidori variation. And Rasengan, the Odama Rasengan blows up usually whenever it hits someone, or that's how it appears on the anime when it blows up, because I never saw it in the manga. And if you see, he has Sage Art, Odama Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken, which we all know is Wind style. So, I mean, he has different Rasengan variations that we all know. Then we all know that Sasuke has Fire style jutsus. Then we know that Naruto has Shadow Clone Jutsu. What everybody always knows, Shadow Clone Jutsu, Naruto's trademark. And if you think about it, that's all even. I mean, yeah, he has Fire style jutsu, but he's just blowing fire. I mean, there's nothing really different. I mean, oh wow, he has Phoenix Flower. Oh, he has Fireball Jutsu. Or he has Fire Style Dragon Flame Jutsu. Or the other one he has where he sends the fireball up in the air that looks like a dragon. I mean, they're all basically the same, folks. I mean, what else? I mean, Naruto can make Shadow Clones. He could just keep on making more. And that's basically the same thing as Sasuke and his Fire Style. Where it all comes down to is, okay, Sage Mode and Mangekyo Sharingan. And I believe Sage Mode is probably stronger. I mean, it really makes sense. Mangekyo has all those weaknesses. You lose your sight. Your energy gets drained. All those problems. Notice how Sasuke has so many problems when he uses the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sage Mode, only drawback that I see clearly is that you can't use your Sage Chakra. You have to sit down and stay still, and you have to suck up Sage Chakra. Also has one more weakness, that you get tired after using it. Now, even though you might get tired after using it, at least you can still go back into it and you won't be tired while you're using it. And it does have endless chakra just as long as you're sitting still. So, the problem if you think about it is, Sasuke has all these jutsus that cause all this damage, yet somehow he's stronger? It really doesn't add up. I'm like, I don't really think he's stronger. I mean, all these other characters have said that Naruto is stronger than Sasuke. So you really think he probably is. I mean, I don't know what Naruto was thinking or what maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense what's going on in Kishimoto's story, because then you think, okay, like Kishimoto had Naruto say that Sasuke's stronger, but then other characters are saying something different. So do we just go with what the main character says in that way? Because some people might say, oh well, nobody would know better but Naruto, but it really just doesn't make sense. I could see EMS being like if he got EMS, which he does have EMS now, but see him, then Naruto saying that him and Sasuke are even level, or possibly maybe saying that he's stronger. But for him to say it when Sasuke's losing his sight, blind, almost passing out kind of condition, why would Sasuke be stronger than him? I mean, Sage Naruto has clearly shown that he wasn't weak, that he was strong. Like Naruto in his Sage mode beat Pain. Pain, who was stronger than the 4th Hokage or Jiraiya, and all the Akatsuki members besides Madara, presumably. I mean, really think about that, folks. Really think about that. And then, if you think about Jinchuriki, I mean, if he uses the Jinchuriki forms along with Sage Mode, like if he uses Six-Tailed Mode or something with the Sage Chakra, it really seems like overkill. And I know people have to see you guys have to see my point on this. It would be like overkill. All that speed, strength, and chakra you already get from Sage Mode, all those jutsus, plus the Demon Fox chakra, being perfectly controlled, mastered, along with a jutsu. I mean, that just sounds like overkill. That sounds like something he would use in a fight with Madara. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard the news about Kishimoto, how he's been stressing out of the manga, so he ended up passing out, and he was in the hospital for a few days, so how the manga's going to be on a break for a minute. So those of you out here who are Christians, just like I am, just pray for Kishimoto. Pray for the man. He'll be okay, or he'll get as much rest as he needs till he's raring to come back. So later on today, I'm probably gonna come out with another video. In fact, I can probably guarantee you, even though I make promises and I usually don't keep, this time I might actually be able to keep this one since I just went on spring break. So, be ready for a new video coming out today. It'll be a prediction rant as soon as the manga comes out. Just gotta wait for the whole thing to come out because it's just a spoiler. Anyway, see ya.